And we were talking about this in the office the other day, and Mr. Willman said people don't buy Jags because they used to break down.
Yeah, but that's just not true. And we decided to prove this by taking the grand tour this week to Colorado. And you've got to stop before the end of the runway, and you really do have to stop, because this airport has a slightly unusual feature.
Perched on the summit of a rocky mountain, Telluride is the highest commercial airport in the US. And at the end of the runway, there is nothing. Just a 1,000-foot drop to an uncomfortable end.
Here we go! Yes, there it is.
It has got some shove, that.
Forced induction, of course, is what you need at this kind of altitude. That's why superchargers were fitted to the Spitfire and the Messerschmitt. That's 80, 90, there's 100. Oh, those brakes are medium good, and that's a worry.
Right, now we're alone, viewers. I'm going to admit to you that my car has gone into limp home mode, which is not ideal for this sort of thing.
In 3, 2, 1.
He's moving. I mean, just barely, but...
50. 60.
He's still accelerating.
70. 75. 80 miles an hour. 90. Oh my God.
Having completed the 0 to 100 and back to 0 test, we got back on the road.
Well, all credit to James's XK8. He's come out of it unharmed, and the car pretty much, too.
If anything, the engine seems to have become even smoother, almost as if it's gained 50% more cylinders. But that's the thing about Jags, they just get better.
Not that this is much of an issue for someone who's driving a Jag.
Yes, Constable. However, if I could draw your attention to the first page of my passport here. Her Britannic Majesty, that's the Queen, requests and requires, in the name of Her Majesty, all those whom it may concern to allow the bearer, that's me, to pass freely without let or hindrance.
Did you get away with that?
Yeah, I just hit him with the passport thing.
Very good, yes.
Honestly, it works every time. Never fails in America, that.
I also told the officer I was travelling with Mrs. May, the British Prime Minister. And he believed me. We'd be competing against one another here at an off-road course which Mr. Willman was convinced would break our ancient Jaguars into 1,000 pieces.
Come on! Does it actually start?
I think you just threw a rod.
And it's all fixable. I can fix this.
And sure enough...
I would have bet my left ear that Hammond would never be able to get that Jag going, and yet he has.
Turns out the actual damage was nowhere near as bad as we thought. All I had to do, straighten the boot lid, top up the water in the radiator. That did need doing. That was it. Yep. Never noticed the sunroof before. That's good.
So there we are, proof you can go off-road racing with 3 Jaguars and all of them will survive.
Do you know why the English like warm beer? Because Lucas makes refrigerators too.
Good. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you bet.
With all 3 cars still running well, we headed off to face our final and toughest challenge in the ski resort of Telluride.
Rich pickings for a man with a Jag. Hello, my dear.
Having found somewhere to park, Hammond checked into the hotel.
Check in, please. Thank you. Can I borrow your pen? Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
I, meanwhile, headed for the restaurant.
I could take your coat.
Thank you very much.
Had a pleasant trip?
Yes,
Lovely.
thank you.
Your hat?
Oh, thank you.
That's your bag as well, sir. Thank you very much. If you'd like to go and see my colleague on reception, that would be marvellous.
Excellent.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, that's my warm weather gear sorted out. I actually nicked that idea from Peter Sellers. I don't think he'll mind, because, of course, he had a Jag.
Once we were fully equipped with suitable clothing, we drove straight past the lifts and hit the gradients.
Aha!
If this works, I will eat my own head.
6-wheel drive, all at the same time.
We're like the human centipede. Yeah, no, I got that wrong.
Not doing anything. You're steering. You're at the front. You're the head of this caterpillar.
I'm not steering, you are. It's jackknife. No, it's the edge. Stop. Stop.
And there we are, the summit. 12,500 feet. We have made it. Woohoo!
It was time to start skiing, which was a bit of a worry.
Don't look over that edge.
There's the airfield, look.
I can see Heathrow from here.
But since the only way down was down, we set off. Gingerly.
It's in case I need to bail out.
He's losing the back of the car. Oh, Christ.
Oh. Oh, shit, shit, shit.
Having not fallen over the terrifying drop,
Oh, my giddy aunt. This is quick now.
I'm going to change up again. That was a mistake. That was a massive mistake.
Just go in a straight line, you bastard.
Let's turn. accident!
Ah,
Damn.
right.
Only we.
No, look, we meant to park them there. They look good.
Oh, no. Oh, just keep working brakes for another 10 seconds or so.
Exactly where we wanted them to be. And that's where they are, and that's good. Anyway, the thing is that we got here, well, there, without a single problem, and with a very definite conclusion. Buy an XJR.
Whoa, no, hang on. The whole point of this exercise was to demonstrate Jaguar's reliability as a make.
Yes, but we have, and we've also...
What? Oh. We get all the way to the very end, and then you ruin it.
Well, it was hardly my fault, was it? The brakes failed.
But no, you've just told everybody. And now they all think that Jaguars have faults and they won't buy one, which means this entire programme has been a complete waste of time. And on that terrible disappointment, it's time to end. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.